Hello and welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be unboxing the Warhammer 40k starter set Elite Edition with Necrons and Space Marines. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, please hit the subscribe button and destroy the bell button so you never miss an upload. Anyway, to the video. So, as ever, in every unboxing video I've usually done, more often than not, I've already opened it. So, just so I can kind of give a slightly better review for you, I think. However, we'll do it as a proper unboxing. So, first thing, here's the box. Pretty decent little looking box, if you ask me. It's quite pretty. I think it's around about £65, give or take. I got mine for about £55 and some change. Somewhere in that region. I think I rounded up to 56 just for some ease. And yes, there's some decent artwork on the box. Around the edges, there's a Necron, there's a Space Marine and a Necron, I'm gonna guess. A Necron and a Space Marine, and this side is gonna be a Space Marine. Oh, look at that. That's rather unsurprising. I actually haven't paid attention that much. So in the box, this is the back of the box. We'll have a closer look at it in a second. But it says this box includes a 70 page? I don't know if you can see my face in. I'll bring it up anyway, that's probably the smart move, isn't it? It says it has a 72-page Elite Manual, RQ Vault Terrain piece, and 2 terrain sheets, playmats, 10 6-sided dice, and 2 range rulers, a Space Marines transfer sheet. So I like that there's 2 range rulers, because normally you only get 1. I don't know why, it's kind of like the whippy sticks. Includes 27 Citadel miniatures, Space Marines, Primaris Captain, 3 Outriders, and 5 Assault Intercessors. For the Necrons, you get an Overlord, 10 Necron Warriors, 3 Scorpek Destroyers, and 1 Plasma Sight, and 3 Canoptech Wraiths. So here we have Les Space Marines, and there's the Duder, also known as the Primaris Captain, the Assault Marines, and the Outriders. I think they do look cool, to be honest, so I'm not going to badmouth them. They look a bit cool. We'll have a look at the stats and stuff. Plasma Sight, Necron Overlord. Overlord. And here we have the Warriors and the thingamabobs. So, that's the outside of the box. Let's have a look on the inside. Let's see. So, probably, as a lot of the older starter sets, you get like a little mini terrain piece in it, which is kind of cool. It's quite large as well. Let's plop this one out. Let's not bend it too much. And you have, oops, all of the bits. So I've put that back in the wrong order, to be honest. Crikey, I've just smashed the light nearly. Yeah, so what you see is underneath all the, so when you open it up, you get all of this stuff in your face. And then you have that separating the rules books. So this is just basically a bit of artwork. I'm gonna give this to my buddy James for his sky loft, as we like to call it. It's his gaming room in the loft. It's where he paints and stuff. Nice little cheeky little setup. So, obligatory bases. The aforementioned lovely dice. Everyone needs dice. I've got so many dice, I can't even count how many dice I've got. And I try and give them away occasionally. Not give away, but yeah, so, and here we have one of the things that you'd be looking at. Let's see if we can get it to brighten up. Is it gonna? Oh, I don't know. I think it's just on my screen, I think. It's just not bright enough. So, yeah, anyway. So here we have the Captain model. We've got his sword, a little bit on the terrain, which is a Necron, rather unsurprisingly. That's his scenic base. Another bit of terrain on him. Do you get 2 different helmets, do you? Am I being silly? Do you get a couple of different heads? Oh, you do. That's quite a nice little touch. So, you got a bare-headed one. Sorry, I'm see if I can focus it again. Boop. Yeah, bare-headed. You got the guy with a random, like a more, not beaky mouth, but a bit grey nighty. And then you've got this guy with a bit that opens and shuts. I think that's cool. It's got a lot of character to it. Everyone loves a good base. Pretty solid base. You could even plug the holes up and use it for other things. Here's the shield. Okay, yeah, so we're going to have a piece on that. And there's the body, basically. And then on the other side, on the Necron side, we have the Overlord. Let's flip him over. See if we can zoom in again. Not much to it, is there really? I think there probably is, so maybe once built or whatever, it'd probably look a lot better. It's because it's skeletal, isn't it? There's not much. Crikey. Oh, there's his main body. Yeah. So he's your overlord. There's his spine bit. Yeah, so that's the HQ choices. Up next, it looks like we've got the Assault Intercessor. Good golly gosh, anyway, swore then. Yeah, the Assault Intercessor's quite a very dense sprue. I think it's just the one, to be honest. Let's zoom in a bit more, shall we? Yep, some more detail in there. Basically intercessors with chainswords and a pistol/gun of sorts. So that's what you got. There's not much to say to show you on that, to be honest, so I'd probably be a bit silly to do it. And here we have the Necrons. Yeah, and there's the weapons, Gauze Reaper, and the other bits. I think I've heard before that you can build them either or if you wish, and you cannot take two, good gosh, swarms. That's one of them, I guess. Suppose you could break them up and build them into a couple of them if you fancied it. Yeah, Necron Warriors. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, Necron Warriors. Let's have a look. This would be the Scorpeth Destroyers and a Plasma Sight, I do believe. Yeah, so this is what you get. Is that part of the Plasma Sight? I do not know. If I'm honest, I don't know. I've not done a lot of research into the new Necron stuff. Shock, shock, horror, horror, shock, shock, horror. The female of the species, shut up. I'm not breaking into song that one. These are the Outriders, which I think I quite like, to be honest. I think I'd scoffed at them before, but I think they're quite cool. I'm just trying to turn that around so I've got a bit of a better thingy. I think there's quite a bit of detail on them. I just think they look a bit boxy, in truth. But again, that's another sprue. Do you know what's funny? If you're reselling bits from the box, this is a beautiful box. You can't ask for anything better because you've not got things mixed in. You've got individual sprues of everything, which is really cool. So that's the sprues of everything. And we'll have a quick look at the data sheets. Might analyse these in a separate video, but just a quick glance, a cursory glance. There's your Primaris Captain. Again, screenshot if you want to have a little nosy, if you haven't already got them. And here you have the Assault Intercessors. So they have an 18-inch range pistol. That seems a bit OP, maybe. We have a pretty picture of the Outriders and the Outrider squads. We've got 4 wounds, toughness 5, 14-inch move. To be honest, I see the attraction here. I do, of course I do. Not blind. So normally you'd have that wrapped up with the Elite Manual. And starting with the Overlord. That's your dude right there. Scorpeth Destroyers. Scorpeth Destroyers. Good gosh. Saying it all wrong. 3 wounds apiece. Toughness 5, strength 5. Not too bad. Although the weapons are +2 strength. So it means that they're, sorry, we wasn't going to do a review, but at maximum strength 7, which I think maybe a little bit under thingy for a close combat. You know, you want like Thunderhammer kind of people, don't you? Necron Warriors, they're your plebs. And they've got a 14-inch range weapon. And the Canoptech Scarab Swarms. 4 wounds. I think they used to have 3, didn't they, back in the day? So it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. What you don't see on these pages, I should mention, is that there's no rules, you know, like that you'd get in the Codex. And here you have the mat, which I'm probably not going to unveil right now in this video, but it's two-sided. Oh, maybe, blah, blah, no, am I? Basically, it's two-sided. The other side is like a dark, I want to just say like words escape me. It's like, I want to say trash, but it's not trash. It's like basically explosions and all the rest of it gone, but it's like black on this side. The thing is, though, on the other side, you've got like at least 8 locations on it labeled A, B, C, D, where you place in. The thing is where you learn how to play, which is good in some aspects, but if you wanted to use it as a player mat, you're probably only going to use this end unless you cover it up with other bits and the bobs. Let's have a look. So here's are the whippy sticks, which kind of look cool, to be honest. You got 2 of them. We've got like a Necron theme to them. Yeah, there's no need for this. Oh yeah, and then, oh, is it? yeah, you've got a little bit of like Imperial stuff, like what you might see on the shield, and then you've got like the Necron. So that's kind of cool if you're a Necron player and you want some themed, whatchamacallits. Here we have the Outrider bases. Is it Outriders? I've already said Outriders, yeah. And you've got the massive transfer sheet for no reason. I've got a million transfer sheets and I don't need them. Let's flip this out, and here you have the terrain piece. Good for when you're just getting in, I suppose. Probably not so much if you want to play continually, but for a starter set, this is pretty tasty. You can play straight out the box, basically. However, I'm gonna have a look. So I had a little sneaky look, and we're gonna do a little review of the Elite's manual, and I've got a thing or two to say about this. So here we have the Elite manual. On the back, some pretty pictures. That's about it. It's basically the box set, so you can see what it is in the reflection. You'll be able to see me chilling with my camera. So yeah, so very, very good looking from the outside looking in. We've got some fluff, as you do. I won't show you every single thing, but this is the contents page. We're gonna zoom, sorry, it's tricky from this angle to focus on that. Okay, so it says introduction, collecting Warhammer, build and paint, gaming, open play, match play, narrative. So that is practically recently in every other starter set that we've had going, you always have that. Galaxy at War, a bit of fluff. So again, good. And then it says forging heroes, starts playing, page 36. So page 36 is the start playing little bit of a section. I'll zoom in a bit better. Start having it, is it? Yeah, so rolling to hit, rolling to wound, saving throws, removing casualty, rapid fire. So if you notice here, this is my biggest contention with it, is it says mission 1, first contact. It does go over some of the rules, and then on the next bit, where is it? Mission 2, against the swarm, units, 10 phases, charging, fighting, piling in, closing in, combat, blah, blah, blah. And then it teaches you how to play over the 6 missions that we've got going on here. My biggest problem with that is, so when in the previous edition, in every single one of the starter sets, in the little ones like the No Fear and the Fair Strike, you got a little core manual which specifically is like the core manual. You had a bit of fluff, you had a bit of painting stuff, so it is good in that if you're just getting into it, you got it there. But if you're a veteran player and you just want a little handy little bit for the rules, you will be very disappointed because it's not here. Well, it is. I don't want to sound like Obi-Wan. He is here. He is me. You know, that guy, that meme. Yeah, some pretty pictures, like I say. Yeah, pretty in-depth. Pretty good. Start playing, things you need, Necron Overlord. That's really cool. It is. How to build the Incessors. Again, genuinely, if you're getting into it, it shows you how to build it. You've got your instructions inbuilt into the manual. It's really, without sounding like Del Boy, pretty cushy. It says Necron's move, so you learn by playing. If you want a quick reference, you don't really, I mean, there's a little bit there, it says to hit to win, but it doesn't show you like in depth how to play. What they're really pushing on this, it seems to me, is they're pushing the main core book in that way. I understand it, but it feels like we're taking a step back. Oh yeah, sorry, there is some of the data sheets and stuff in this. So it says the next steps, these models, which you might like, which are kind of cool. So Fire Strike servos, which basically to me are like heavy weapon squads for Imperial Guard. However, they've got a 2-up save, a toughness 5 wounds apiece. They're a bit silly. But that's me being a bit bitter, a bit salty. Invader ATV squad, cool, I think. 8 wounds though, crikey. It's quite an investment of wounds in it. Heavy destroyers, 4 wounds, 4 power. So that's the same power level as that. Anyway, so nothing exists in a vacuum. Anyway, so yeah, basically the review was specifically meant to be about the fact that it's thingy. And I'll give you a massive spoiler alert. So I recently got hold of the start here little magazine that you get, and you get an assault intercessor and a Necron warrior with Gore's Flayer in it. And well, I've said that, there's no reason, but principally what I'm saying here is you have, so the old one, the old start collecting Warhammer 40k magazine that was a £5, this one's a £10 or thereabouts. You got an intercessor, no the Necrons, so you know there's no balance in that regard, but what you did have is the core rules, and in that one you don't have the core rules either, but they don't even go through, they show these people playing the game, but it don't explain the rules, which to me seems a little bit inhibiting. It's too much of a teaser. I think we're taking a step back in this, in my opinion. I understand that they want to make sales. I'm not, you know, delusional, but I feel like we're now slightly heading back towards old Games Workshop, even though it's Warhammer now, isn't it? But I'll go in a second, maybe do like an overview of the starter set in a sec. So, as I said, I'll go over it. Big overview of this set. This is now empty because I've got it on the chair over there, but you know, who cares? Yeah, so as a starter set, for basically the same price as a start collecting box set, you get 2 armies. That, nothing to be sniffed at. It's really good, and what you'll find is there'll be a lot of people selling halves of each, either to make a bit of money or because specifically, excuse me, that was very rude, because they're going to be wanting to collect the Necrons or the Space Marines, you know, that sort of thing. So that is actually a good thing. The price is incredible, to be fair, for normal Games Workshop stuff, or Warhammer. So that cannot be, that's not in question, I think. So in that alone, it is a good set. You know, start with a positive. So, you know, and it's a good little way to get in for new players. I think, crikey, I think rules-wise for me, I feel cheated. And I also think that they're missing a trick again. So the core rule sheet, what used to have in 3rd edition, there used to be like a little cheat sheet where you like show you the rounds and stuff like that. That's been missed out entirely. So if a newbie comes in and they don't want to play it exactly as they want, as it tells you in here to play, now yes, you will learn to play and you'll have the rules down. That's a given. But, or as we like to say, that's a gibbon, just because it sounds funny. You know, so it's clunky in that regard. That's what I don't like, and I feel like if you're a veteran and you're like, oh, I'll get that, I'll have the core rules, I'll have thingy, I'll have this, that, and the other. Cool. You basically, well, I feel cheated in that regard, but you know, I don't want to be super negative, but principally, it's from what we had previous edition. No Fear, the Fair Strike box set. I'm assuming the Recruit edition is going to be very similar to this, only with a lot less in the book. So, yeah, I mean, positives. So negatives, no rules, and I'm probably fixated on that unnecessarily. I know I said that wrong on purpose. But the value of the models, the value of the starter set is pretty good. It is like 2 start collecting box sets in one for the price of 1, really. And obviously you can still get discounts on it on retailers. And bonus points. So I got mine from Boys, or as we like to call it, Boyses in Hull. I don't know, it probably won't translate into American, but it's like a little, kind of like a hardware shop, but they do bits and bobs. But yeah, it was pretty good. I think I got it for 55, I mentioned earlier on in the video. You can get it from other places. Other locals for me is Acron Games. Also, best one online is going to be, now it used to be Triple Helix. I'm going to do a separate video on this, and a spoiler alert for another video. But Triple Helix used to be 25% off. They're not anymore, unless I'll check my facts later on, but they used to be 25% off, and now they're 10% or 15% or something. So the new best one on the block is Wayland Games at 20% off, or up to 20% off, and over a certain amount you get free delivery, whereas Triple Helix, that was their stumbling block, is that £4 delivery on anything. So you had to order over £25 before you'd even see your money back. So top tips there, little bonus points. I think I'm going to end the video here. Genuinely tell me what you thought of the box, things that you love, hate about it. Possibly my review style. Feel free to go that. And you know, we can work out the savings at a later date, but if you want to plop them in, that might help me in a later video. So yes, I'm gonna sign out now, and I'm gonna say thanks for watching, and see you again next time.